we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So West Virginia's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal. This defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They'll give it to him again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got rid of it just in time.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ohio State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45. has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes will have it first and 10. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Looking to throw on first down. But over the middle, it's Donovan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll move the tight end. The toss sweep to the right. Breaks in the... Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. To throw, it's Wilkins. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Hey, listen, this guy is one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, but you have to know when the play is over. And that time, just trying to do too much, trying to make too many people miss, reversing field, counting on that speed to be able to outrun the defense. But they figure it out. They start taking away the angles. They're inevitably able to get to him and bring him down for a massive loss.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with heel off one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got it in the middle, it's Graham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Play of the period, first down here. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The run from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything.
Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Pulls it in. It's Porter. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there. Got a man. It's done. All down, but they'll move the
the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Fires one high and deep. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? To the air, it's St. Clair. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And down he goes at the 33. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the passer. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
On the direct snap, it's Wilkins. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
And the defense was not ready for that at all. You see a guy go in motion, you got to have a thought process now as a safety to start coming down, getting ready to make a play on that jet sweep. I would not be surprised if the offense, after getting that first down, says, okay, we're going to come back to this, and maybe several more times in this football.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. That's caught. It's Graham. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Grabbed in the middle, it's Porter. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Duff. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Duff. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Shelton. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Humphrey. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Release to the back. This time it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Vaughn.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Wilkins. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On fourth down, going to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17.
That makes the score.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Line getting set on second down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Hand off from the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the toss. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Winning those individual 6